Reviewed the written plea agreement with my client. It is his wish to withdraw his earlier plea of not guilty, enter pleas of guilty as set forth here this morning to the amended indictment, and no promises or threats were made to induce him to change his plea.
Okay, Mr. Green, how old are you?
29.
How far did you go through school?
Right now I'm in college to be an electrician.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication within the last 48 hours?
No, Your Honor.
Have you ever been diagnosed with or treated for any mental illness?
No, Your Honor.
Did you get a copy of this indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's my understanding you're going to plead guilty to count 9, complicity to organized theft of retail property, felony 3, and count 12, failure to comply with the signal or order of a police officer, of felony 3, and then the remaining counts will be dismissed at sentencing. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you, and I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. So I'm going to ask you questions. If you don't, if you want to talk to Mr. Jordan some more, let me know that, and I'll give you more time. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine the witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them come and testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one will be provided at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to have a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could not afford a copy of those transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty here today, you will not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about any of your rights?
No, Your Honor.
Do you still want to plead guilty to these 2 charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand by pleading guilty to these felonies that you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control?
Yes, Your Honor.
In count 9, the complicity to organized theft of retail property is a felony 3. It carries a maximum prison term of 36 months and a maximum fine of $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
In count 12, failure to comply with the order or signal new changes with a 60-month maximum prison sentence and a $10,000 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I could give you a consecutive sentence. That means one sentence after another for the separate offenses. If I did that, you face a maximum prison sentence of 96 months and a maximum fine of $20,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So 3 to life on that license?
Correct, Your Honor.
No, he has a prior failure to comply, Your Honor, so it is a
Lifetime.
suspension.
Huh?
It is a lifetime
Right.
suspension.
Okay, you understand that as a result of this conviction,
Yes, Your Honor.
that there's a mandatory lifetime suspension of your license.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
All right, do you understand that if your felony conviction will prevent you from owning or possessing a firearm?
Yes, I understand.
Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed in this case, then you will be placed on post-release control after your release from prison for at least 1 year up to 3 years under the parole authority?
Yes, Your Honor.
They will place conditions on you. If you violate the conditions, they could send you back to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If that violation of post-release control is a new felony, then you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if that were to occur, the maximum prison sentence for that violation would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand if a prison term is imposed, you are eligible for judicial release?
Yes, Your Honor.
I could place you on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violate any conditions, I could send you to prison for 96 months. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, has anybody promised you I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty today?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you what I will sentence you to in this case?
No, Your Honor.
You understand I do not have to follow the sentencing recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer.
I understand, Your Honor.
Have you had enough time to talk to Mr. Jordan before pleading guilty? Has he discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the advice he has given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Contour, if the case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Thank you. The evidence would have shown with regards to count 9 that between the 11th day of June and the 14th day of June 2025 in Lake County, the defendant and his co-defendant in this matter would go to multiple Verizon wireless stores, being Willowick, Menor, and Madison Town, had a plan in which one of them would speak to the employees, have them get iPhones and other watches out, and when they were distracted, they would take those items and leave with them. They did that on 3 separate occasions. With regards to count 12, on June 24th of 2025, officers of the Menor Police Department did attempt to make a traffic stop on the defendant. He fled from them. They did lose sight of him. He continued on to Route 2, in which Wycliffe and Willowick then picked him up. He was going speeds of 90 to 100 miles an hour. He hit cones, he went through a construction zone, and eventually was able to get away. It did cause a substantial risk of serious physical harm to persons or property. And back to count 9, the amount of that property was over $7,500, but less than $750,000.
Mr. Jordan, anything to add to those facts?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, did you hear what Ms. Contour said, that the facts would show if the case went to a trial?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Are those facts true?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what is your plea to count 9, complicity to organized theft of retail property, a felony 3?
Guilty, Your Honor.
What is your plea to count 12, failure to comply with the order or signal of a police officer, a felony 3?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Jordan?
Defendant chose to plead guilty instead of taking the case to trial. After carefully explaining all constitutional rights and possible penalties, the judge accepted the plea and officially found the defendant guilty. The case now moves to the sentencing phase, where the final punishment will be decided.